Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, March 21st, 2024. I'm Giovanni Benacore, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets, and this is being pre-recorded before the market open in the United States from about an hour from now. So, if you said at the start of the year the Federal Reserve will not cut interest rates at its March meeting, as had been widely expected some months ago, but all three major stock market indices will regardless reach record highs on the same day, you may have had some funny looks. But that's exactly what happened yesterday. One reason can be found in the Fed's own economic projections. GDP growth is now expected to be 2.1% in 2024, up from 1.4% in its December forecast. In other words, the economy continues to race along. That's helping boost corporate earnings despite inflation proving a bit sticky and interest rates staying higher for longer than previously expected. The artificial intelligence boom has fueled the rally as well. The Fed signaling that it still sees 3 rate cuts in 2024, despite recent high inflation data, was also comforting for markets. Traders are increasingly confident the first cut will come by June, pricing in a 74% chance early Thursday, up from 59% a week ago. Now, the prospect of a global rate cut cycle getting started soon is realistic, though Switzerland became the first major economy to cut rates. Bank of England didn't cut rates, and also in a surprise move by the Swiss National Bank. However, Swiss inflation has been below 2% since June last year, in contrast to the US, which has yet to reach their target. Now, in its enthusiastic march higher, the market may have missed or purposely ignored the prospect of an era of higher interest rates. Powell said his instinct was that rates will not go back down to the very low levels that we saw in the 2010s. Now, that's a problem for another day. Though for now, it's time to enjoy the rally as stocks march higher. With that being said, let's take a look at what we can expect for today in the markets. This is the NASDAQ in front of us. We definitely have surpassed our resistance. I'm having one at 18,800 and we're rallying. Let's just go with the momentum. All right. So we are almost about to get into the overbought territory for the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 is already in the overbought territory, so that could also be one thing for us to be aware of. But the target of 5340 can be expected to be reached. Okay, now for the Dow, is almost already getting into the overbought territory. So let's see. If with this bump, we're already above 40,000, so that's already a milestone. So let's see if 40,200 can be reached before a quick correction or a strong correction will happen. Then we have here crude oil. Yesterday, crude oil had a bad day. It actually, it opened nicely around 81.40. It jumped above 42. It almost reached it reached 82.60 and then just retreated from that all the way down to about 80. Today it opened with a gap down. It didn't open with a gap down. I'm sorry about that. So today it's looking to do some more selling. Perhaps it has rebounded from the moving average, but the RSI is still pointing lower. So let's see what could we find here. Perhaps some more buyers are coming in around this area. Then we have Nat Gas that is setting up itself for another possible push to the upside. It could be favored. Gold did a parabolic movement yesterday, broke out of this range scenario. It just broke to the outside. It continued to break to the outside today, reaching 2,220. So 2,230 is the target. The RSI, however, is already in overbought territory. So a correction can be expected, or deeper correction can be expected. Silver, I'm looking for silver to reach $26. Copper has done a bit of a pullback. Okay, but let's see if we'll be able to just find some ground here, find some support from buyers around this area, and just make another leg attempt at $4.12. Then we have Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin now just kind of do this magic. It swings to the upside above 70,000 towards the 74. That could happen. Then we have the euro that is just really looking to stay around this area above the moving average, or at least around 109. Then we have the pound that is also the news about not raising rates. I thought it was going to be happening. Good news, but it's not. So let's see what will happen today with the dollar index did open with a gap down, strong one. It has been closed. Will it continue to trend higher, or will it reverse and just come down towards the 102,500? We'll set to see that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.